I call you? What's going on YouTube? It's me, Tiffany, and I'm here with my co-host Tanea.
Hey guys.
And we are back with an all-new power review. Today is Sunday. It is almost 8 o'clock at night. We are really pushing it this week. Y'all know we don't go out on Sundays, but today, you know, we had, you were just not going to put it on 50. Yeah. Today we had to go out and do something, so it is what it is. But I just want y'all to know before we even start this that there's a cake upstairs waiting to be frosted so that after we eat our dinner we can celebrate the death of Mike Sandoval.
We'll insert pictures.
Yeah, because see the thing is that y'all don't understand how, see,
we've been wanting him to die for a long time.
No, like we really went off when he died. Like you would have thought you shouldn't even go off
somebody died like that.
I mean, today was in worship. Like,
out of everybody who has died, I don't know who I was more excited about dying. Maybe Malone. But other than that, like, everybody else's death was like just a casualty.
Yeah.
That hurt. But this one was a joyous occasion.
This has been a long time coming, and I have decided that if Dre dies in the finale,
he's not going to die in the finale. I know he's going to make it to the next season.
If he dies in the finale, the theme of our finale party will be Dre's finally dead.
Yes.
So we'll celebrate.
But the thing is, I know he's going to die. Like, you didn't try to double cross too many people and see what I think is going to happen. And you know, after you watch this court, if it is, I just feel like we should work on giving me a dose of power. But I just really feel like it's gonna come out after Tommy's gonna have a talk, or either in Ghost might have a talk, but the Jimenez is gonna basically say how like Dre tried to.
They gonna tell Ghost?
Yeah, double cross. So like, you know, like when, like if you know something happens with Tommy and he's like, your man's not even loyal, like it's gonna come out somewhere trying to like that. Let's see.
So this was definitely another great episode. Episode 408. We only have 2 more episodes.
It hurts.
Entitled "It's Done." I love that it's done for the. He's gone. Like I literally told Tanea on the ride home, I was like, not only did Mike die, he also went to jail. He did everything that I wanted him to do. I wanted his ass to get locked up and go to jail and die.
Yeah. Thank you, Courtney.
Wow, Mike's finally, like, it almost doesn't feel real. It'll feel real when I'm actually getting a night eating my slice of meat. Okay, so let's get into the episode. Another great episode.
Yes.
You know, Power is just the best TV show on television. I mean, I know that y'all always try to tell me that it's Game of Thrones, but I'm not that big of a Game of Thrones fan.
No.
So for me, it's going to be Power.
I mean, I can put things into categories. So is this considered like an action? A drama,
I think.
A drama,
action drama.
Dramaction. This is the best one.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Definitely.
Like hands down. And then as far as, you know, comedy, it's gonna have to definitely go to Insecure.
Definitely.
And then as far as like drama, it's gonna have to go to This Is Us.
True.
Y'all should let me start doing the awards, honestly.
True.
But
also true. Whew, we can't. I mean, it's just so many. We gotta get to it. There's just so many black people starting these great shows. I mean, we got Insecure, Queen Sugar, Power, Scandal. Like it's how to get away with murder. I mean, I know it's a white man in there too, but Shonda rules over. But
that's like
anyway,
that's the thing.
Sorry, we just had to. You know, we had to go off on the black people joy. You know, because it's just a special thing.
Right.
But anyway, so to get into the episode, I have everything written down because I didn't want to forget anything. This episode starts off with Terry. Now, what I wanted to ask you was, do you think that this is literally the next morning, or this was another fuck section? Was this from that? Because he woke up and they literally showed from the living room. You know how it was kind of like a mess, like that just went down.
Oh, you mean from the last?
Yeah,
no, I think this was another. I think this was something else.
You sure?
Yeah, they probably did it again.
Okay. Yeah. So it starts off with Terry, he's in bed sleep. He, you know, they show his apartment. You can tell he's been fucking shit. Shit's everywhere, clothes. They focus on that little island, which keeps making me think of that disgusting sex scene. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, okay. Another thing, real quick. Did anybody have sex this episode? Because remember when it came on, I was like, it said strong sexual content. Wasn't no sex.
I didn't see any sex.
I was ready.
Was somebody naked?
Not that I can remember.
Did they talk about sucking dick?
Nope.
No.
But so anyway, yeah, he looks at his little pad next to him, Miss Tasha. She talk about have fun, see you next time. I love you to get my number. And then he gets a phone call basically letting him know somebody coming. So he, you know, put his shirt on, walk around his tight leg.
Everybody on this show lives in a penthouse.
Right!
I need to live on this show.
I mean, I think it's a New York thing. I'm not really sure.
Oh, it may be. Okay.
So, you know, Ghost comes, you know, I guess it was the doorman letting him know that someone's coming. Ghost comes in. Ghost is just basically asking, you know, I mean, it's kind of weird to Terry because he just got done fucking his wife, so it's like, why are you here? He looked like he was kind of nervous.
Right.
Because Ghost came in there with a straight face. But he was basically like, you know, have you heard from Proctor? When was the last time you talked to Proctor? Do you know anything about what's going on with Proctor? You know, Terry's looking at him like, no. Is there anything that I should know? And Ghost is just like, no, I'm just saying, I just want to make sure because I don't want, you know, nothing that affects me to affect you and it be a chain reaction or whatever. And Terry's just like, look, I don't know nothing, I ain't got nothing.
Right.
I think that's all that happened. Yeah, and then as he's walking out, he notices an earring on the floor. And he's like, I didn't know you had a girlfriend. And he's like, you know what, I don't have a girlfriend.
I'm basically fucking your wife.
I'm fucking your wife. So he's like, oh, well, you know, Tasha can give you the information on our housekeeper. She's great. I'm like, now for some reason, I mean, especially when I get to the other part with Terry and Tasha, I'm feeling like Ghost might know a little something.
Oh yeah.
Because Ghost ain't no damn dummy.
He knows everything.
And Tasha is sloppy as fuck.
And so is he. So it it is.
I mean, Ghost is sloppy, but he's not as sloppy as Tasha. I mean, if she actually caught him, remember she went through all of his shit,
right.
So she should be.
The thing about
doing
it is
better because she knows.
It's not even that she's sloppy. It's just that you would expect her to be a little bit more not sloppy.
Right.
Like you would just expect her to be like on 100.
Right. So then we get to So then we get to Tommy and Dre, and they're in the warehouse and they're talking. And Dre is just basically asking, you know, have you heard anything from the Jimenez? Is this going to have anything to do with the Serbs? Have you heard from the Serbs? And he's basically just like, you know, I haven't heard anything so far, you know, and he's just like, you know, we can't wait forever. But at the same time, you know, he's just asking too many questions. He's like, why the fuck are you asking me all these questions? Which Dre should know not to, but it's just like Dre's so fucking paranoid right now that he can't even help himself.
He bit off more than what he could chew.
And still biting off more. But, you know, he's basically like, if we don't get an answer, I think he said by tomorrow or tonight. I think he said maybe tomorrow or tonight. He was like, tell everybody to strap up, bodies are going to be dropping. We're going to motherfucking war. And, you know, Dre all acting fake loyal and shit like, you right, let me stop asking questions. Anything that go down, I got shit back. Because at this point, Dre, you's a bitch to me. Like, girl, your little fake loyal ass. Because if anything go down, I got shit back.
Like, he is just the worst person ever. Like, you really think that it's like Kanan who's the worst person?
Right.
It's really like a nigga like Dre. Right. Because the thing about it, Dre is like, I mean, the thing about Kanan
don't hide.
Like, he don't have anything to hide. He tell you that he hates you.
Right.
He's killing you in your face. He's robbing you in your face. It's really like not no like slick type of shit. Like it took him a lot not to tell them about him fucking around with Tariq because he like he like the type of nigga like I got your son now what nigga. But
I fucking hate Dre. And when he dies, I will celebrate. I swear.
It's gonna be a celebration.
So then we get to Sax. Sax is outside. You know it's snowing and shit. Trying to find him a kid. Here comes Killer Mike. Hey Sax. Sax is like, what the fuck?
Like nigga, why would you tiptoe
talking about the whole Donovan thing. He basically just wants to make sure we're still keeping Donovan as the mole in the
right.
because it's not me. We need to focus on him. And he's just like, yeah, man. Like,
I'm still on your team.
I'm still on your team. We discussed something, but if I know anything else, I'll let you know. And then he hops in his cab and it's just like, Mike, at this point, you're also being sloppy. Like, you're making yourself look suspect. But we don't have to worry about it anymore because you're dead.
It was amazing.
So then we Natasha and Keisha. Hey, Keisha. Keisha, it seems like you want to make it through season 4. I really thought that Tommy might have to choke you out the way that he did Holly, but because you were getting a little crazy. But it seems like you might make it to season 5, so congratulations. But this ain't even wood, knock on something because you
right.
might not
never
know. But Tasha is just on cloud fucking 9 in outer space, just smiling and shit. And she's
right.
just like, Tasha. She like talking to Tasha about the interview and shit. She like, I saw you on TV. Are you sure you should be doing this? Yada yada yada. And Tasha's like, yes, for his image. Yada yada yada. And she's like, she's so dazed off. Which I'm surprised that she was about to tell Keisha this, but she was about to tell Keisha like, Keisha, I've been meaning to tell you something. I gotta tell you something.
Like Tariq, y'all don't see him? Tariq is right there, fucking earshot.
So thankfully, Raina comes in, trying to shoot her shot. Like, look, Mom, here's the brochure to this fucking school. I want to get out of here.
Right.
I don't want to be here. It's not safe here. Your son's crazy. And you don't even fucking know about it. And she's just like, this is out of town. Like, why do you want to leave? And she's just telling it's great opportunities. AKA, I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers.
I'm tired of y'all
I
shit.
don't feel safe.
I don't want to be a part of this shit.
And then while she's talking, Tasha notices the bruise on her arm. And she's like, where did you get that? She's like, oh, I bumped into somebody in school. Tariq over in the corner like, bitch, he almost over there like an abusive husband. Bitch, I wish you fucking would. I wish you would. Poor Raina looking up. Poor Raina. Jesus Christ.
It really is poor Raina.
Poor Raina. She don't deserve this shit. So, they talk more and more. And, Tasha's just like, I'll think about it. It's something to think about. Meanwhile, badass little juvenile Tariq is over the corner.
Delinquent for real.
He texting Brains talking about, hey, I'm in. And he's like, okay, I'll let you know the details later. It's just like, at this point, Tariq, you want to be in trouble. You want to be
bad.
And I was thinking about what Courtney said at the end, like how he's half Tasha and he's half Ghost. And it's like, even though he didn't even grow up in that environment, he never knew about it. It was like the minute that he did, he's like addicted to it. Like he wants it. He's craving to be this fucking fake ass little gangster when really Tariq,
you're not about that. Like, but you
prep school bitch. I mean, no shade because he's a child. It's the truth.
He ain't. And all over out here, like, you remember when Brittany was younger and she wanted to be so ghetto.
Right.
Even asking the city, like, why we can't move to the projects? Like, there's some real crazy shit.
Right.
So it's like, boy, you not like you want this life, little fucking ass Dre. You're not about this shit. It's not.
It reminds me of when Ghost was talking to Sean. And I mean, even though Tariq is more thugger than Sean, a little harder. But like he told him, he was like, I think Sean was like, I'm nothing like you or something. He was like, you right, you ain't nothing like me. You ain't about this life. I knew it, you knew it, we all knew it. Like, bitch, shit. So anyway, then we get to Councilman Tate, Bear in the Hood, and he comes out with coffee for him and James. They're just walking around. Oh, he's like, oh wait, someone else is coming. Dre's coming. He wants to bring somebody in that he helps take from the hood as well. Why not? Let's bring it in. More the merrier.
Right.
See all the good men who've accomplished something from the hood, and you help this one. So Ghost is looking at Dre like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing?
No, I don't like pop-ups.
The fuck is you doing here? But anyway, but we noticed, just like they said last week, we noticed as soon as Lorenz Tate is introduced, he's just like, what's up, my brother? But in the community, he's just like, good morning, young lady. How you doing, sir? Like, he's just really like a community man. So, they take a walk, a stroll. He tells them more about this project when they were saying the project, the Queen's Child Program, where basically they want to have this big building with exercising and the We Got Y'all from Insecure and gymnasiums, just a whole bunch of nice shit. We basically want to help our community. We want trying to build our community back up.
Right.
You know, fuck that white people shit in Manhattan. This is where we need to build up. And Ghost is just like, you're right. Like, you know, I'm all for that shit, but he's just like, the issue is we need to get these drug dealers off the fucking corner. You know, they're making it bad. They're making it hard for us to be able to even do this because it's so fucking dangerous. So, you know, he walks away, he goes to talk to somebody. You know, that's when he tells him, you know, Dre, I'm like fucking surprised. And he like, well, he asked me, he didn't think you had a problem with it. And he's just like, is that the Toros Locos taking over Julio's and them old spots? And he's just like, yeah. And he's just like, you know, he tells him about Tommy going to go meet up with him because he had no idea about that shit. And he's just like, what?
Right.
And he's just like, yeah. And he tells him that it might possibly be a war. And, you know, Ghost gets all nervous and shit. And he's stressed the fuck out because he's just like, I don't need this shit right now. Like, I'm trying to start this shit with Councilman Tate, but this shit is a fucking problem. It's just like, when will Ghost get a break?
Yeah,
I honestly just want a fucking break. Like,
never.
So then we get to Sax, Donovan, and I was about to say Leela, Angie, and they're all talking.
Leela.
And Donovan's going to fuck off.
Right.
Donovan's like, this motherfucker was at my house last night. He thought I was going to fucking do my kids told me. He didn't think I was going to have my fucking kids. This motherfucker is dangerous. So then Sax is like, well, I met up, you know, he kind of bumped into me earlier too, but you know, I told him that we were still investigating you as a mole, and he like, you motherfucker. Yo, I really like it when Donovan goes off. Can we
no, he can't keep on going up.
Yo, I really like it when he goes the fuck off. But so yeah, they're talking to Sax about how they really feel like, you know, for sure, Sandoval is definitely the mole. But it's like Sax kind of is just like, he could be, but he probably
not even that. It's more like he want to have all his ducks in a row.
Yeah,
because he basically know like you can't go. This is a fucking. He is an AUSA.
Right.
He is us.
He's the head of criminal.
He's the head of criminal. We can't just go on some bullshit or we think or we know. Like we need to have some firm, concrete evidence. Like
yeah, and he was just like, you know, we definitely gotta have evidence before we go to mock. And he's like, is there anything else that you had? So she goes and gets that fucking phone that she's been had for fucking evidence.
Right.
She's like, I have this phone. She said she got it from St. Patrick. Of course, Sax, because he says he don't have time for her shit. Like he really be wanting to know, well, how did he get the phone? Cause it's always something with you. You always got something up your fucking.
First of all, he's also a hater because she won't fuck him.
Right.
So
he wants to see what she looks like when she's full of him. Don't forget that.
That's disgusting.
He's disgusting. But so yeah, it's just like we basically can't use that shit either. Like because we can't even. You know, she explains that it's from Hugo. Rest in peace, Hugo. Why can't fuck with you? Even though you killed the dog, that wasn't right. I really like. What's the dog name? Bella. This is fucked up that you killed Bella. But so yeah. Then Sax tried to blame Greg too.
Right.
And she was just like, and Donovan, they were like, that it just doesn't fucking make sense.
It's not, no.
They're basically just arguing back and forth what they want to do, but Donovan is just like, we need to get our ducks in a row, like you said, because this is going to be huge if he's actually the fucking mole. So then we get to Tommy. Tommy goes to see Kate, who goes the fuck off on her ass.
As he should.
Like, you told me that I didn't have a father. Like, where did you say you meet my dad? Everything that Teresi said, she said. She was like, I met him in Atlantic City.
I think she just said a different place, though.
Yeah. And he was just like, why didn't you tell me? She was like, basically, she tells him, whatever the fuck you heard, that shit is a lie.
Right.
Because your father left and he's fucking dead. And she's just like, he's just like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah. And I'm just like, please don't let Kate have to get choked. To me, I just feel like Tommy will choke anybody. I mean, how is it? That was the only person he fucking cared about. So, Kate, you can get it too.
Yeah, he can kill us.
You can definitely hide your body easily. So then we get to the Drake meeting when he meets up with all the distributors, you know, the church, the priests,
all the
Cristobal,
the workers,
and he's basically telling them, you know, we're going to be going, we could possibly more than likely be going into war with the Jimenez. Y'all need to strap the fuck up on these corners, get y'all people ready. So they all going to fuck off like, hold the fuck up, because everybody know that the Jimenez all flip the fuck out. We just like, look, none of that shit don't fucking matter. Strap the fuck up. Now I don't know what to say. Julio and they started going off on Julio, Julio would have been like, listen guys, we gotta do what Tommy and Ghost say. Whatever they say is the right thing to do. I mean, I do like that Drake is a little more, you know.
Drake, stop calling Drake.
Drake is a little more, you know, than Julio, but still, it's fuck Drake.
But the thing about it is, even with all that, he's a fucking liar and a backstabber. See, like, at least with Julio, he was calm, but he was fucking loyal. Like, you can't trust that nigga.
So he talks to Cristobal when everybody leaves, and you know he's basically saying, I really don't want this war. I didn't know that killing Julio would start this war, but here we are now. But he tells him, you know, we basically just need to stay a step ahead of Tommy. And I'm just like,
so dumb.
See, because next thing you know, Dre gonna end up trying to kill Tommy. Like, I just don't. Courtney, please.
Yo, that gotta be in his mind talking about, I'm gonna be the biggest drug dealer ever. Like, nigga, what the fuck?
Courtney, can we please just kill Dre? Please.
No,
make me sleep better at night. Please.
He can't give us anything easy.
So then we get the Ghost and Tommy. They meet up. He's basically fussing at Ghost. Like, did you know that Teresi was my father? He's like, well, I kind of suspected it. He's like, well, you were in jail with him. Like, what do you think? He's like, y'all both got blue eyes, but other than that, I don't fucking know. So they talk about the Jimenez and, you know, how this shit is just crazy and it's not a good idea to start a war right now. He's just like, well, look, what the fuck do you want me to do? I didn't want to have to start a war, but these motherfuckers still haven't given me my fucking deal.
Right.
I ain't no bitch.
And it's basically like, you know how I get shit done. I get shit done with violence.
Right.
If you want shit done without violence, you need to do that shit your fucking self.
Right, because Ghost basically come to Tommy with like, you know, because Tommy's like, I told them, I even brought up us killing Lobos, like, I tried to go a different route, these motherfuckers still ain't budging, and he's like, well, how did you tell them about the Lobos kill? Like, we can tell them a different way. He's like, look, if you want this shit done your way, you're gonna have to get your fucking hands dirty, okay? Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. It's almost like it reminds me of Tommy and Ghost with the Serve. Ghost goes talking about we gonna kill the Serve. Tommy's like, calm. We ain't another way to do it.
They always flip flop.
Right.
They need each other on it
really
because
do.
without each other, they make the worst fucking decisions ever.
Right. So then we get to Proctor. Proctor done dropped his daughter off to school. You know, Proctor ain't got no job right now, really. He just trying to take care of his daughter because his wife is a fucking drug addict. Here come Ghost scaring the piss out of poor Proctor. It ain't right. You know, because he didn't come to him as no damn James St. Patrick. He came as Ghost and he was looking good.
He slid in that fucking car. Like, nigga, what are you doing?
He like, really? At my daughter's school? Like, what the fuck? And he's just like,
I know it's when you go to school.
right. So he's basically like, you know, he's like, I saw you meeting up with Mock the other day, and he tells him, you know, he meeting up with me, he coming at me because the last place that his cell phone was tracked was at my apartment. And Ghost is just like, well, that's not fucking good. And he's like, you're telling me. He was like, but again, this is Tommy's fucking fault. But he's like, you don't have anything to worry about because they don't have any type of evidence. It's no way that they can track back to us. And he's like, no, this is a fucking problem because Tommy shouldn't have let you clean up the fucking evidence. And he's just like, basically like, you know, I can't trust anybody right now. And Proctor's like, look, you that little stutter again, you can trust me. See, everybody came to me in the comments last week like, look at you want to Proctor dead, your little phony ass. I bet y'all think that shit now because some of y'all already messaging me like, I see what you were saying about Proctor. This motherfucker can't be trusted.
But see, the thing is, Tiffany, you want to kill everyone. Like, you don't want to fucking kill everyone.
What do you suggest we do with Proctor?
Now, I mean, he's gonna have to die.
Oh, it's not
you don't even give people the time. Like,
I could tell last week his little scared ass is going to get us in fucking trouble, and Ghost can see that shit. I know Ghost, he can feel it. Proctor being too shaky. If you notice, Proctor don't even seem like the same person he was in the beginning. Like, he just seemed, it's almost like the color left his face and everything.
He stressed the fuck out.
Like, it's just too much. But Ghost knows for a fact that he can't fucking trust his ass. So he just like, look, well, I tell you what. The next time Mark calls you, you better fucking call me. He like, bet, I'ma call you. I swear I'ma call you, bruh. Like, oh, so what is the holdup? Take this motherfucker out. He's a liability. Okay, so then we get to Connie and Tommy. Connie, I know that you've seen Tommy before. I know he came asking for Sammy, so he must know y'all. But you just want to let him in the house because he said he smelled asabuca or whatever the fuck they was.
Yeah.
What was she cooking? Asabuku. You just want to let him in. Like, you're the white fuck like a mobster. You have to know that
you can't just let him. But also, if you know where he live at, then you can come in. So it's just like, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but also like, if you know where I live at, then it's fine.
Right.
You can come in.
So they talk, and you know he's basically in there stalling, trying to wait for Sammy. But the whole reason that he's really in there is to try to sneak and get some type of evidence that Teresi is really his father, because he doesn't believe his co-kid of a fucking mother. He probably never believed Katie's whole fucking life about anything. But yeah, so while she's in the other room getting him some whiskey, he's digging through the shit. I'm just like, you don't hear him ripping the fucking thing he's open and shit, like,
right, that's a loud.
Okay, Connie, maybe it's because she's sick, she can't fucking.
And she was probably pouring something, so you never know.
Right, but you know, they just talking, he's stalling and shit. She was asking about what his mother's name was.
Yeah, his mother's name.
And she said, but I'm trying to figure out if that picture was in there. I'm sure she's seen it before.
Right, that's my thing, like, how, did he tell you that was his nephew?
Right, like.
His cousin?
But anyway, he ends up stealing the picture, drink his whiskey, and he leave out. He came and got what the fuck he needed. And then Ghost texts him and was like, I'm ready. So they go to the Jimenez meeting or whatever, and the Jimenez are, basically they let them know that they're still thinking about if this is what they want to do, which irritates them. And you know, I was happy that Ghost spoke up about how he was upset about Julio, because to me, we really didn't get to see Ghost mourn Julio.
Right.
I really feel some type of way about that.
I feel some type of way too, but.
So Ghost basically, he has already come up with this plan to where he tells them, well, you're well known for being big and bad, these killers, you know, your names precede yourself?
Yeah.
You know, it's fear in people's hearts about you. But what if they found out that y'all really didn't kill Lobos? Like, what if people found out that y'all frauds, y'all fucking bluff, like we actually killed them? And it makes y'all look bad. How about that? So, you know, homeboy, like it's like he's, you know, because you can tell he sniffed his own product, him and his brother.
Yeah.
He basically just like, what? Like, what the fuck did that mean? And she basically like, look, he gonna make us look bad. So, and he's just like, oh, well, what about if I just, you know, we could just end this shit here right now. He pull out his gun. I'm like, I really like that Courtney and them are making it still believable that the Jimenez are really dangerous.
Yeah.
I really like that. I mean, even though it's for Tommy, they still make them go the fuck up. But she's just like, come on, man, put your gun away. Let's get him out. Let's just figure it out. And he's just like, yeah, you know.
You think we don't have a plan B?
Right, like, yeah, because they said something about, y'all want to go to jail, like y'all would go to jail for this, like y'all would rat yourselves out. And it's just like, you know, we already got that covered too, and we got a plan.
Right. So it was like we definitely thought of this. You haven't.
So basically, Ghost gives them. He tells them, you know, you basically have 24 hours to figure it out, or we're probably, you know, I think this one they got in the car, or we're going to war. Like if they have 24 hours to figure out if they're going to give us, you know, if they're going to go along with this deal, or we want to war. Because see, basically, this whole thing is really for Ghost.
Right.
Because Ghost needs these motherfuckers off the corners, because we need the Queen's Child Project. You know what? At the end of the day, just like Tasha, it's all about fucking Ghost. At the end of the fucking day, this ain't got shit to do with nothing else. He ain't go to that fucking meeting for Tommy and nothing.
Right.
He went in there for his fucking benefit. So then we get the sex, and this is where I feel like it was kind of, I don't know if it was predictable for anybody else, but I definitely knew when he met up with Mike.
Oh yeah, I was like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So he basically went to Mike to tell him that Angie and them have basically decided that he's the fucking mole, and she's planning on going to Mike for all the information. And I'm just like, okay, so this must be where the FBI are about to be outside of Angela's apartment or something, because we had saw early in the season that her house was getting raided.
Well,
I was like,
it hadn't come up yet, so I'm like, what the fuck is about to happen?
Right, so, yeah, I kind of figured that part out. Because, you know, as soon as he told him all that shit, it was like, well, I'm finished my drink sex, I'll catch you later, my brother.
Right, because it was like even said, it was just like, you either want to die,
right,
or
It's just like, it's a fucking shame. Like, everybody already knew his next move was going to be to go.
Because he's so fucking thirsty.
So then we get back to Kate and Tommy, and he goes back to her, you know, basically asking about the father. And then he pulls out this fucking picture, and he's like, that's Teresi. The baby is me. That's in front of our old house. So, well, who the fuck is he if that's not my dad? And she's just like, okay, he is your father. But he cannot be trusted, Tommy. Like, stay away from him. He literally took that picture with you. He left, and he never came back. Like, this motherfucker cannot be trusted. He's been gone all this time. So just stay away from him. But Tommy's pissed. He's knocking shit over. You know him. He's the product of a crackhead and a monster. Like, it makes sense that he's the way that he is, and he never wants to be anything else in life, even though he is good at it. But I felt bad for Kate, because you can tell, you know, even though since we've met Kate, she's kind of been like this coked out person. We really see, you know, her being protective over Tommy. It was like to see her be a normal mother.
Right.
This was the first time I really saw her being normal.
Well, I think she loves Tommy, so.
I'm not saying she don't love Tommy, but she just seems like a neglectful mother.
Oh yeah.
This is the first time I've ever seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is when Mike goes to Angie's house. Can you talk about this part? This is the best part.
So, okay. I had to check the time. Okay, so he goes to Angie's house, and you know, she lets him in. So he's just like, we gotta talk. And she's like, okay, cool, you wanna be here? She goes and does her shit. So
but wait, he said he ain't want no fucking bed. She still went and got his
she still went and got his bed at the bed anyway. And I feel like that was just to get some type of, like, if anything went wrong, get some type of DNA probably to say that he was there. I don't know, but that's what I was
the FBI.
The FBI was listening, so I really don't know.
Maybe it was a stretch for time. I don't know.
She got his ass to drink anyway.
Right.
So basically, she comes in there, and you know, they're talking about it, and so how did the conversation start?
Well, he started talking about everything that Sax told him.
Right. So basically, basically it's just straight up like, I know you think I'm a mole.
Right.
I know you thought that I killed Greg. And like, she didn't back down from it. She was like, yeah, we're fucking thinking you are the mole.
Pulls out pictures.
Yeah, we saw you go up the steps to what's his face, and then she's like, these are the pictures of you leaving, Honcho, is that his name? Hugo. Sanchez and Hugo. I mixed it together. Anyway, like, here's a picture of that, and then this is a picture of, wasn't he leaving?
It's a picture of Greg.
Of Greg.
Yeah. And then she tells the whole fucking, like, Angela's too smart.
She is.
I mean, because we know what happened, but Angela does not know what the
Well, she painted the picture that he painted in the fucking, in the courtroom.
True.
Like, so, you know, so basically she's just saying, like, we know that you did it. Like, you going down. So he is just like, I can't let you take me down for this.
It's like deja vu.
And homeboy pulls out the gun, and I'm like,
Cause we saw the gun when he first came in, so I was like, y'all better be on fucking standby. Y'all in the fucking truck. Y'all need to be in the fucking hallway now. This motherfucker.
oh, you know what? So I said something too quick. So yeah, so they're talking. So he finally says out of his mouth like, oh, she's asking, like, doing her cop shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why you do it? What did he have over you? Or whatever. So he's like, he finally breaks down. He's like, you know how hard it is to, if you're in a position that if you do one thing, you know, you make a mistake. So finally, like, on tape, he said that he's been working with him and shit, whatever. And so she's just like, so that's when he gets up and points the gun at her. And so, because the police are already on their way in there. And so then he pulls
the fucking daughter.
Right.
Doc was like, he still didn't confess shit. He like, this motherfucker is crazy as shit. He's trigger happy. He needs to fucking there and save her. Mike ain't shit.
Mike ain't shit. Honestly, he's trash ass nigga. But so basically, you know, he pulls the gun out on her, and she's like, why do you have a gun? And you know, she said that shit loud and clear. Gun. So he's like, no, you know, I gotta kill you because you know too much. I'm adding shit, but either way. So with all that being said, he goes to say something about
like, all those meetings I have with logos, you think your name never comes up.
And so, homegirl
unplugs that shit.
Unplug her shit.
I was
Wait,
like,
Stack is a motherfucker. So then she gets her gun. She shoots his ass in the chest. But then she shows him like, bitch, I got a wire. Shut the fuck up. So basically she tells him to say that he didn't do it. Like he was a witness to Lobo's stuff or whatever. But when he got locked up. So they come in, they rush in. She didn't shot his ass, but she acting like all extra scared. Like she's really an actress.
Go on, Lila.
And they come to get his ass and he's locked up and she's shaking.
LOL, smiley face. So then we go to Kate and Teresi, and she goes to visit him in jail, and she basically tells him, stay the fuck away from my son.
Right.
And he's just like, don't be threatening me, even though I'm still in here, I can still get you guys. She's like, I don't give a fuck. I will tell Connie about your son and fucking me and our affair. Don't play with me. Stay the fuck away from my son. She had to go the fuck off with his ass. It's strange how these people can just go visit these people in jail, because I thought she had to be on the list.
I guess when you about to be on death row, like, if somebody wants to spend their time with you, okay.
So let me sum up real quick, Tariq, before we run out of minutes. This motherfucker is with Brains and some other dude. So the whole plan is for Tariq to go to the door and pretend that he's selling candy while she's, distracted, look and see if anybody's in the house or not, and then give them the nod so they can come in and rob the joint. Right. So he goes up to the door like this nice little kid tries to sell candy. Me, HB, and Kim was talking about it. This is why white people be scared to open the door for black people. No shade, but this is the fucking truth. Right. I mean, to me, white people should be scared to open the door for anybody should be scared to open. Because I don't open the door for nobody. Jehovah's Witness, the pizza man, no fucking body. If you don't have a key, and if you ain't calling me and telling me you outside, you're not getting in. I don't care who it is. But anyway, she gives them a nod. They come in. They knock her down. Tariq is supposed. Oh, and then they kind of like hit Tariq too, but they hit him a little bit too hard. I mean, it was in the plans, but still, like I'm still a kid. Yeah. Ouch, my legs. It almost reminded me of the jukebox shit when 50 Cent ended up killing him, and that wasn't part of the plan. I was getting nervous for you, Tariq. But anyway, he told him to stay down there, and then they told him to leave.
He said, wait for a little bit and then go ahead and leave.
Yeah. So he's listening and he's hearing that, wait, like it just sounds like some shit is off, like some shit that wasn't part of the plan. I thought that he was up there raping her ass. It seemed like he was about to rape her. Like one of them was getting everything.
So then he was like, no, get the fuck off of her. Right. But the thing about it is, niggas is crazy. Like,
right.
You're going there to take her money. Why would you get sidetracked by whatever you was going to do with this old ass white lady? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you sick ass nigga?
So Tariq's standing there and shot, all scared and shit. And did they notice that I can't remember how it happened.
What?
Like, when did he call out Brain's name?
When Brain was like, when the boy was on her and the guy Brain was like, get off her, he was like, no. And so he had like the gun up to her mouth and like her shirt open. Mm-hmm. And that's when I guess it was too much for Tariq. Yeah. And he was like, Brains, tell him to stop.
Right, yeah. And he was like, I really wish you would have did that, because he basically said his name out loud, which would let the lady know, get her evidence. So she was just like, no, I won't say anything. Blew her fucking brains out. Maybe that was a strong sexual content.
Oh,
maybe that was
okay.
But I was scared that he was going to have to see somebody being raped. I don't know why, that's what I thought he was going to walk in and say. I mean, she was technically being raped, but I thought she was really
going to be in an ass.
Right. But so he killed him, and then Tariq just jets. I didn't even know Tariq could run that damn thing.
I thought it was both on the TV.
Like, Brains is fucking calling him. He hiding behind a dumpster, can't fucking breathe. Brains like, where you at? Hit me up. He thinking to himself, shit, this is too much. I ain't signed up for this shit. I want to go back to prep school. I don't want to be a fucking thug no more. I'm scared out my fucking mind. What did I get myself into? I want to go to church. Like, Tariq, you
need to fucking be.
Come back to reality check.
Tariq, Kanan pumped your ass up to be a thug. You're not no fucking thug.
So then we get to fucking Mike, and he's talking to Mike, and Mike is just like, tell me what happened, and he's like, no, I'll tell you everything if you give me immunity, and he's just like, because if you don't, then this is going to make you look so bad. Your whole career is going to be about
so
trying to
basically
clean
just
this
say
up.
like every case that he ever did was like had something to do with logos. So he was basically gonna have to, instead of like making the career of being a great attorney,
Right.
it was just gonna be like
A cleanup.
cleaning his shit up.
And this was just going to be a really, really big deal. And he said, was he saying that he could make him the hero or he could be the hero?
No, so he's basically saying if you give me immunity, I can tell you everything, and you'll be the hero,
right? So we meet the Angela scheming on her plan. Angela, who knew you had it in you? Angela goes to Terry's office and he's like, what you doing here? She's like, I just came to tell you, you're gonna know soon anyway, that someone was arrested for the killing of Greg. It was actually Mike Sandoval. He's like, get the fuck out of here. That's the fucking head of criminal. Is he the head of criminal?
Yeah.
The fucking head of criminal. She's like, yeah. And she's like, he's like, well, do you want me to let no, first she said, yeah, we actually have him down there for questioning or whatever right now, but it's not going to be long that he's going to be in protective custody and we'll go from there. She even tells him what jails he's in and shit. And he's like, oh, okay, well, do you want me to let James know? And she's like, yeah. She's like, let Proctor know too, because who else is going to tell him he's not on the case?
Right.
And she leaves. He's like, okay, well, thank you, Angela. She walked out the door like, yeah.
I was like, bitch, what are you doing?
I know once Daddy finds out you dead, motherfucker. So then we get to, how much time we got?
To the core.
Okay, we really got a little bit more. So then we get to, Terry pops up at the condo, and he's just like, hey, Mrs. St. Patrick, and she like, nigga, I had a body full of your dick last night, Mrs. St. Patrick.
That's where we at now.
I'm Mrs. Silver, bitch. But he's just like, I came over here to tell James something. James come out. He's just like, hey, I got your message. It was so urgent. He's just like, I came to let you know that there was an arrest last night. A USA was arrested for the murder of Greg. So he's just like, it's over. He's just like, it's over. And they're just like, yeah, they hugging this shit. Terry looking at her like, look at you and your fucking husband celebrating. I'm just like, if you want me to side, nigga, I need you to get it together.
He don't really know how to be boyfriend number 2.
Damn! So he tells him like, yeah, he at the MCC. He's probably not gonna be there for long before they have him protective custody because he a police officer shit. He might get shanked, blah 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 blah. So he's just like, you can tell a light bulb goes off and goes in. He's just like, oh, let me call Stern. Let me call Stern and let him know the good news because this is good for what we got going on. Meanwhile, I'm thinking in this head like, we're gonna have to kill this motherfucker because he knows too much.
Right.
So then Tasha and Terry start talking and she's just like,
they real close.
I know things are complicated, but he's just like, how about we talk about it over dinner?
I say y'all real bullshit and
like Ghost not like right there listening to y'all motherfucking asses. Tasha, when did you become so sloppy? But I
don't even think it's sloppy. I think it's just she don't give a fuck.
I'm really hoping that Ghost really knows, because I really want to see this shit go down. Again, we know that. Because I get it. Like, I get the Courtney and the Power Writers. I get everybody who's Team Tasha and is like, they're not together anymore. She's just there to make sure that, they look good, the image. He's cheated on her in the past. He's treated her like a dog. He took her through this whole trial and shit. My issue is that I could care less who dick she sucked. I think she should be out fucking dick and get hit from the back. She deserves it. Why does it have to be Terry? It's gross.
Okay.
So then we get to Proctor, Tommy, and Ghost, and they're talking, and they're just trying to figure out what they gonna do.
Right. So they gotta kill his ass.
We're gonna have to kill his ass. Like, it's no way around it. It's nothing we can do. We gotta get this shit done like too fucking night, because by tomorrow they wanna have him in protective custody. So so he's like, what the fuck you want me to do? Like, go back to jail? I'm not in jail anymore. Like, it's not shit I can do. And he's just like, yeah. Meanwhile, when Proctor all like, damn, like if they would have locked you up and then we would have found this shit out, we're just like, all right, calm your ass down.
It's calm.
We not there right now. We're trying to figure this shit out. So he suggests Teresi, what about if we use Teresi? And he's just like, how do we know we can trust Teresi? And he's just like, whatever choice do we have? Like, we should get Teresi.
Right. It's like we really don't have another choice.
Exactly. So Yeah. Yeah, cause I had that they're afraid that he might flip in town, so they decided to call Teresi.
Which is good, because that's his whole plan, to fucking flip.
Who knew that Teresi would come in handy? I'm excited about it.
Right.
So he calls Teresi's all excited, like, it took you forever to call me back. He's like, look, that's not what I'm calling for, I need a favor. And he's just like, he didn't even say much. He was just like, give me a name. And he's just like Sandoval? He's like, is there anything I need to do? Like, that's it. And he's just like, you're family now. Like, I would kill anybody. It don't fucking matter.
I was kind of thinking, like,
you were Teresi. Tommy Teresi. You ain't even know. You ain't no Ian. You were Teresi. It's nothing.
Okay. Right. Because it's just like, if you trust me to do this for you, like, I think he feels like, yes, like, I'm winning him over.
Right. So then we get to fucking Dre. Like, I mean, I hate to name Javier. I hate to tell y'all this because it's like you get like such a vision when you hear it. But I agree with HB. He calls Dre a bucket of vomit. That's exactly what he is. I'm done. Did you hear that?
A bucket of vomit?
That's what Dre is.
Oh my God.
So he goes to see the Jimenez looking all scary and shit because he already know like at any given moment he get his fucking brains blown out. So he's like, I can give you Tommy's whole organization. So he's just like, how can you do that? And he's just like, she's just like, and why should we trust you? Like you're in here flipping
on your people.
So why shouldn't we just kill you right now? Like that shit don't make no sense. And he's just like, I got a better suggestion. I got more that you can do. Cause they was like, for real, we really don't have to do this. Like, we have more than enough. We're fine. And he's just like, look, I can give you Karen Bassett's hotels. You can sell drugs in hotels. You can sell drugs in the clubs. Like, I can just give you more. I'm just saying. And he's just like, I think, did they ask him why did he say he wanted to be the biggest drug dealer in New York City?
I can't remember. I
just remember him saying that because it instantly made me think about Tasha and why her marriage ain't work out, but no shade. So, so yeah, he offers that, and they just like, okay, well, that sounds kind of good. And you know what? We're gonna go ahead and tell Tommy, everything's good, the deal is cool or whatever. He's just like, but the Jimenez brother is just like, yeah, I'm just like, if this shit don't work out, I'm killing you myself. Period.
So I'm like, yes.
Hopefully.
Either way, you're gonna die.
It's just like, Dre, really? Like, you really think you that being bad?
Because how the fuck you think you gonna talk to Karen without going through Ghost now that Ghost is out of jail? Like,
you really think
who do you think you are?
Okay, Dre. See, this is how I feel like Dre going to dead. Like, I hope
he's doing.
I was telling him earlier, like, at this point, anybody can kill Dre for me, and I would be fine with it. Like, I honestly don't care. It could be Tariq for all I care. But I really feel like at this point, the Jimenez might kill his ass.
It's either going to be between the Jimenez, Ghost or Tommy.
Yeah. So then we get the Mike getting patched up. They giving him that jailhouse cleanup because he got shot early by Angela. He looking at a picture of his daughter like, damn, I'm never gonna see my daughter again. I'm trash. And it's just things are just looking scary for him because at this point we've already called Teresi. And
well, he don't know that. Yeah, he thinks he about to get immunity and flip and be out that bit.
Right. So then next thing you know, somebody comes up from behind him and just slices him. See, because the thing is, I was like, oh, he about to slit his fucking throat. When he saw him right here, I'm like, that ain't enough. And then I was like, damn, did he hit the main artery?
It was a main artery, and he was gonna bleed. I mean, anywhere on your neck, unless it's like a poke with a razor, anywhere on here, if you slice, you're gonna die. So
good to know for the future, my future plan. But yeah, Mike bled out and died. Can't you feel a brand new day?
It was amazing.
Can't you feel a brand new day? Can't you? Yo, I can't wait to eat my cake. So anyway, Mike's dead. Everybody get excited.
So excited.
I messaged Courtney. I was like, Courtney, I mean, I get what she's saying now. She was saying that the people that we've been expecting to die are going to die, but they're going to die in a way that you didn't even
I never would expect than just somebody to kill his ass.
Right, and him and she said her and the power writers went back and forth on who should kill him. Technically, Angela killed his ass. I mean, she didn't kill him,
Yeah.
but she killed him.
She would get more satisfaction out of killing him.
Right. So then, you know, Tommy tells Ghost it's done, and Ghost is basically like, what do we have to do for his ass now? And he's like, nothing. Like, I'm his family. It's cool. Everything's good. Ghost looking like, okay. So then Dre calls. He lets him know, you know, I don't know if you got the word yet, but the deal's gone through.
Right.
Tommy like, of course the deal went through. They don't need him, motherfucking Tommy Teresi. He's just like, yeah, now we don't have to have no war or whatever, everything's cool. So he's in the call with Cristobal. He talks to Cristobal. What did he say to Cristobal? What did he say to Cristobal?
I don't know why you did it.
Because I need to remember it was important.
Why didn't you write it down?
I just said it with Cristobal. I can't remember what he said with Cristobal. I think he said something about he already said he needed to stay ahead of Tommy. I'll put it in the comments because I'm about to watch Power again. But he said, anyway, he was being extra sneaky as fucking usual. He said,
oh no, he was like, Cristobal was like, you really think you can get with that, your plan in motion, like what you
yeah, he started laughing.
And he was like, absolutely.
Fucking bitch. So then we get to Proctor. The whole reason why I said he needs to die, but nobody wants to listen to Tiffany. He still got the fucking laptop, put it in a fucking locker. What are we hiding this in a fucking locker? Why didn't you torch that shit?
So this is what I'm thinking, why he may have kept that. So
y'all don't even want to know what's name. It's just like
it just popped up. I don't know what that was, but I mean I know what it was, but
right.
At any rate, so I think he has it for like if he ever needs it in the future, like with getting his job back, if they try to like get him to go to jail or anything, he's gonna use that to flip. Not I don't think he's gonna do it on Ghost, he's gonna do it on Tommy. So I don't know. He's saving it for a reason.
Power Rangers, Courtney.
Off with his head.
Off with his head. Then we get to Tate and Ghost, and they're talking, and he basically lets him know that the drug dealers are basically not going to be a problem anymore because the Jimenez have agreed, so they're basically going to be off of those corners. So he's just like, you know, he's excited. He's just like, great. Like, you know, how did you do it? He's just like, you know, I had some connections with, you know, those type of people, and, you know, I just handled it. Everything's good. We should be good. So he's just like,
You know what I was also thinking?
What?
I feel like Lorenz Tate or Councilman Tate knows that James used to be a drug dealer or brain. So I feel like that's another reason why he targeted him to help him.
possibly.
So, but we'll see.
So he's just like, I mean, you got exonerated today. We about to start our Queens of whatever the thing is called, community center. Like, it's a good day, brother. So Tariq comes in. It's just like, is anybody paying attention to the fucking kids at this
No,
point?
they not.
Honestly. So he's just like, you know, I want to introduce my son. This is Tariq. He's like, where you come from, playing basketball? He's like, yeah, I'm coming in from playing basketball. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the showers, going to finish my homework. And he's like, all right. So he's just like, what did he say?
He was like, I think he said the school.
No, he went out first. He went out and then he came back in.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, yes, this school. He was like, have you ever heard of Cho? He was like, yeah, I heard of Cho. Of course he heard
Of course
Cho.
you have.
Because that's why Angela left his ass. But he's just like, yeah, you know, it's something, you know, I've been looking into. And he's like, that's good, son. You know, I'll look more into it. So when he leave out, and then he leave out, he see Brains text his ass. So I'm like, you want to get the fuck out of town now, nigga. Don't be trying to go to this other school now with your punk ass. So he's just like, you know, he said something like, you know, one of them said you're lucky. Did he say he's lucky, or did Tate tell him that he's lucky? Something.
No,
it's
he's
like
everything. Yeah, he was like, he's everything I've ever wanted him to be. And he was like, you're lucky. He was like, well, you know, we make our own luck.
Now, everybody told me to go back and look at that part, and I did. Tate gave him a weird look, which makes sense now, what you just said about him knowing that James is a drug dealer. And then Ghost gave him a her look like.
So they both gave each other.
I see what y'all doing, trying to set up something for season 5. I mean, if Tate make it, the way Courtney make it seem like she about to murder everybody.
No, only the people who we thought that was gonna die. I told you that.
Okay, I don't trust it. I'll wait until the finale to figure out what's going on. But yeah, and then we get to Mike, bled out on the floor, the bed's in there looking, and Mike's just like, well, damn.
How the fuck did this happen?
We were the only ones that knew, and he's just like, everything he knew, we'll never know now. And Sax is just like, damn. And Angie look over him, and he's like, this is for Greg, puto. So everybody that was saying, you know, I mean, I get what y'all saying. You know, Jangle fans were like, yeah, she got Jay back. She knew he was going to handle everything, but at the same time, it's like, she really did this for Greg.
Like, y'all, it's so fucking delusional. Because it's like, she didn't, like, from watching, I can't remember what episode we were watching. Oh, the one with the Lobos in the meeting in the hotel. And I was like, she's always showed that if she would take his ass to jail if she had to. She's not a ride or die for Ghost. Nobody's a ride or die for Ghost but Ghost. Like, but it's just like, she did that. That was for Greg.
Yeah.
She don't give a. She did that because she knew that they could somehow make it a way for him to kill him.
Right.
It had nothing to do with Ghost.
So that's the end of the show, you guys. Make sure you comment. We have to talk about this. Do not put spoilers in my fucking comments. I will block you, find you, and kill you. I'm not fucking playing. Do not put spoilers in my. Don't put spoilers in my comments. Sorry, I didn't want to get all upset. Don't forget that for the next 2 episodes, me and Tanea will actually be filming ourselves watching the show. So I'll give you 2 shows. Yes, I'll give you 1 show where I'll show you some reactions from us watching the actual episode, and then I'll give you a power review just because it's the end of the season.
Oh, okay.
Courtney said the last 2 episodes were going to be crazy, so I just want to get our reactions on film because people always ask about them. Like I said, you guys make sure you comment. I'll see you next week. I'm excited. Be safe. If this is your first time watching, make sure you subscribe. We'll be here every Sunday with an all-new power review. For the people who have been watching, make sure you share this video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother, tell your sister, your brother. Tell somebody about the show, and I'll see you guys next week for episode Design Race.
And if you didn't know, now you know. There's no show like the show where we do reviews literally 20 minutes before power comes back on.
Oh my God.
But you guys, thumbs up, watch this, keep on watching this. I gotta go, I'm tired.